Hey guys, this is Steph with Dotting with Dragons. Welcome in if you're new here, and welcome back if you have been here before. I wanted to share with you guys some of the Star Wars kits that released at Diamond Art Club a few weeks ago. I'm a huge Star Wars and Disney fan, so this was really exciting when they got the Disney license about a year or so ago, and have just been waiting and waiting for these Star Wars themed kits. Now, they did come out with some more panel styles of some of the older movies, the originals, I should say, which are really cool, but they're all sold out. So definitely get back on their restock notification list. The Droids was the first one to sell out in this massive drop of like 15 canvases. So you'll have to get on the restock for this, but as of this filming, I believe all of these are still available. So let's take a look at the Droids first, and then Grogu, and then we'll take a look at the these two canvases. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through the full kit unboxing of this one and how Diamond Art Club's kits come. And then for the rest, I will show you just the specifics to that kit. So these kits are a little funny with the box. They open a little bit differently than some of the other kits. They actually open from the side here. You do have, you know, the nice wraparound image of the box. The box is really sturdy, really nice to store it in, and you do get some branding on the top and the side, so if you store them in their box, you will be able to find these. Okay, so it does not want to, there we go. Okay, so in here we're going to get our toolkit. So this is how Diamond Art Club kits come these days. Large kits, I don't know what the size cutoff is though. Get a large, oops, get a large tray with some clear transparent wax, some of the old pink wax in here, and a 7-placer. This is interesting actually. I'm looking at this tray and there's some weird, like, I don't know what those are. You can kind of see them in the shine. They're like these, so this is not typical. These trays do not typically come with that kind of defect, which is probably, yeah, I can feel it. It's going to catch the drills. But I have enough of these that I'm not worried about it. That's not typical though. Okay, so these are really nice beginner trays. Highly recommend keeping them and using them. Then you get a little bit of baggies. You get a little bag of baggies. You get a Diamond Art Club twist and pick pen where you just sort of screw this in and it'll come out the tip here, and this is that transparent wax that I showed you a little bit earlier. And if you don't want to use that, you don't have to. This is also your typical like little 4-placer you can plug in here. You can also get one of the, you know, brass tips. Some of these kits were actually coming with a brass tip in their tool kit, but I haven't seen that in a while. So these are really nice beginner-friendly pens. So that's all what comes in your toolkit. Overall, really nice toolkit for a starting diamond painter. I gave a mini dazzle set to my mother-in-law, and I was really happy with doing that because she's never diamond painted before, and it came with one of these nice toolkits, although the tray size was a lot smaller, but I digress. So inside here we have the kit, and we have a thank you for your purchase pamphlet, and you'll see there's all sorts of information in here. The most fun part is the Trading Quest card, or Treasure Quest card. This is a bronze, it says it on the back. It's just another rewards program. You can collect different, there's bronze, there's silver, there's black, there's gold, and then you just collect different tiers of the cards and scratch them off to get extra discounts and stuff like that. Or earn a diamond painting kit, and this is just like another coupon you can use if you install the app. So the Facebook group, it's a lot of fun. Once you make a first purchase through Diamond Art Club, you get a you get access to the Facebook group, so it's a lot of fun. So here's our schematic for our colors. This is going to be a lot of fun. At the end here is where we're going to see our specials. So we have, holy crap, okay, we've got an AB, two ABs, we've got a metallic K444, we've got another metallic 796, we've got a L drill 666. I can't remember what the L drill stands for. And then we've got Z's, which are the fairy dust. So this has 1, 2, 3, 4 different kinds of specials in it. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so it's got just these stickers you can use for your logbook. They're really nice. And then the original image. I like to use these in my logbook. I have some videos coming up where I will show you how I use my logbook and what I do with that. So this is a good thing to save. So I will stick that over here on my desk. In terms of what you get in the kit now, this is the largest one that I have. The others are a lot smaller. So this kit might not fit all the way on my desk. It comes in this nice plastic sheet. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, this is the one I was most excited about because everybody's got their favorite thing of Star Wars, right? Like everybody's got, oh, I like the ships. I like the characters, this, you know, the Rebellion, or I like the Empire, or I like this, or I like that, or I like the Jedi. And I have always been obsessed with the droids. The droids are literally my favorite part of the movies. Always have been, always will be. R2 is my spirit animal. So, of course, it was all over for me when I saw the droids. And wow, this is cool. This is a big old pack of drills. So you can already see that's that K44, that gold metallic. I just know that one. Worked with it a lot. Oh, this is so cool. Lots of beiges. Oh, that's our AB, one of our ABs. So as you can imagine, because of the color palette, it's a lot of beiges, browns, and all this. This kind of looks like they're on one of the more desert planets, so maybe like Tatooine or something. So the detail is increíble. Look at that. So we do have our perforated covers on this one in the gray lines, which really good that they made that change from bright pink. The glue is really sticky. That's interesting. Oh, okay, no. I just thought I saw something. The edges are done this way so that they don't fray, but you can cut them and they still don't fray, or at least I've done that before. And you can see this is a lot of color blocking up here. A lot of the same color. And then if we look at C-3PO here, you can see a little bit more confetti. So this is where you have more color changes in a smaller space. Yeah, he's gonna be, you know, he's gonna be chock full of those specials because he's gold. And then down here again we have more big color blocks. R2, who in my personal opinion is the star of the canvas, at least for me. He's looking great. I mean, look at his face. It's not really a face, but you know, can you just hear him? Can you just hear him beeping his happiness right now? Oh, I love them. Okay, so there's R2 in all his glory. I'm actually working on a cross-stitch conversion kit of R2 from Mandy Manzano, and I had a little mishap with some of the drills and a cup of coffee, so it kind of put the project on a permanent hiatus for me right now. He's almost half done, but he is incredible. So I'm really excited that I get to do him in 2 different formats. That'll be a lot of fun. So anyway, so this is him. This is 78 colors, guys. So there's a lot of colors in this kit. I'm not going to go through every single one, but I will show you where some of the specials are. Just because I think I've seen maybe one person unbox this canvas. I'm not entirely sure. So looking at the bottom schematic here, we have this special 2 fairy dust, the U and the red up arrow. So if I look for that, the U and the up arrow, oh my goodness, it's all through C-3PO. Okay, so let me get you a little bit closer so you can see the U and the up arrow. And you see how I'm manipulating this canvas and kind of like folding it and doing this? That's because I know that with this poured glue and this canvas material, it will not crease. Not unless I really try to do it. So, okay, cool. So the U is all through his arm. That is a glimmer dust. The up arrow is sort of this like lighter color brick red, and I'm seeing it like lined like here in his hand. you can sort of see it's like this lighter red. So it's really kind of just wherever we see some, oh, it's in his face. Okay, so it's like the shadow effect of his face, I guess, and then around his eyes a little bit. It continues to go in his hands, and it continues to go down his legs here. So this kind of color, oops, sorry, this kind of color that we're getting, and a little bit over here. So that's where I'm seeing most of that red. As far as the U is colored, that's a yellow. That's a yellow fairy dust. So I'm seeing a lot of it again, like in his arms. I'm seeing it here around his chest plate. I'm seeing it here. And then of course I'm seeing it here to kind of like highlight this part of the leg. You can already see there's a highlight there, but then around it in that medium yellow tone is the U, and you can see it all through his, oops, sorry for the bump. You can see it all through his leg here, so that's pretty cool. As far as R2, I'm not really seeing either of those colors on R2. So he doesn't have any fairy dust on him. Interesting. Okay, so then that's the fairy dust, and then we've got our Eldra, which I think L is like another crystal. That's sort of like the moon, half moon symbol. It's red. Let's see. So I'm not seeing anything in the sky. It's red. It's the moon sort of symbol. Ah, it's right here. This right here. Okay, and I believe this is also a red AB. This black box in the red, that's an AB. So that's going to be really pretty. And then of course all these white circles, that's all a white AB 5200. Oh boy, that's going to be everywhere. So let's keep looking at C-3PO too. So C-3PO has quite a bit of ABs here. The white, basically all the white on him is going to be the AB. I'm not seeing a lot more of that red, like, half moon symbol, so I'm pretty sure that's about it on there. Okay, so then we've got, like I said, our white AB. Our white AB is, okay, let me zoom you out a little bit because there's so much of it. White AB in his face, on his shoulder. It's really highlighting here, little snippets here, a little bit here, none down here, and then it's all over R2. So R2 is completely haloed by that. It's here. It's all in his plate here. That's all the white, a little bit here. And I do see like a little bit, whatever this is going on over here off to the side, which, let's see what that, do I have the, I don't know where my little sticker sheet went for that, but I'm not sure what's going on over here, but there's a little bit of over there, and then of course like on his leg, all that white, and it pretty much ends like right here. So that's where the white AB is. There was that red AB. It's basically the black box surrounded in red. So we've got a little bit here. And then we've got, I thought I saw that on C-3PO, and then a little bit here in him. So yeah, so those are where our specials are. It's interesting that there wasn't a whole lot in the sky. This would be a really fun canvas though to bling up. Like you could go to town on C-3PO. You really could. The K44. Okay, that's what I was just thinking. I'm like, there's a metallic in here, right? It's the letter Y. Excuse me. And it is all over C-3PO. It is in his head. So these are this is a metallic. So it's in his head there. You can see that Y symbol. It's all throughout his face. It's here. It's all, let's see. It's not in his hand. It's a little bit here. It is, did I say it's already over here? It's over here on his arm. It's through his leg. It's going to be really cool to see that. And it does stand out quite a bit from the ones around it. So it'll be interesting. I don't see any on R2. Are there any other specials that I missed? The red, the white ABs. There's a metallic gold, which we just talked about. Oh yes, and then there's a metallic dark blue, and it's the 3-leaf clover with a dark blue. Being dark blue, I think we're gonna find it in our friend here, and here it is. Okay, right here. So it's sort of like this navy blue. It's all over here. It's here. Oh, this is so cool. It's down here. It's this like white, you can see. That's cool. Not a ton of it. And then there's some of it over here. But just enough to like draw your attention to my guy. Okay, so this is the Droids by Star Wars, Disney, and Diamond Art Club. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you the next few canvases. I'm not going to go through all the drills because that would take us forever. So we'll go look at the next one. All right, guys, here's our next character showpiece. This is Grogu. I always say it wrong, even though I love him. So this one also is going to be opening from the side. Now this one is a round drill kit. The Droids was a square, so this is kind of cool. It's got like his color here and his little face down here, and that is a little different from the other kits where they have, let me show you, like this kind of branding here. So that's kind of cool that it's different. So very green, this kit. If you like green, then you will like this. If you don't like green, it will be a lot of green for you. And maybe you might want to consider getting the other Grogu Mando kit, which is mostly blue. Okay, so here's our toolkit. Already went through that. Don't want to do that again. Sorry, not sorry. Here's our thank you for your purchase. Let's see what we got. I think it's another bronze. Yep, it's another bronze Treasure Quest card. Still pretty cool. And then here is our kit. So this one's a little bit folded over. It's okay. We've got 68 colors in this one. And we've got one AB, the 5200, which is the white, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 fairy dusts. So we've got a couple greens, a yellow, beigey thing, and that's what we got. And then the adorable artwork, okay? This is round. This is also, I didn't say, but this is a 22 by 29 inch canvas. And I believe the Droids, by comparison, was 25.6 by 28.7 kit. So maybe not as big of a difference as I thought, but there you have it. So looking at the kit itself, let's see. And did you guys hear there's going to be a Mandalorian film in theaters, I think next summer? Pretty sure that was official news. So that'll be exciting. The kit, the drills came right out. Oh, and we can see that little pinprick in there? That's their attempt at trying to get rid of static. So we have a beautiful green palette here. Ooh, I like that. And see, it's got the name of the kit and a little bit of detail. So for those of us like me that store the drills separate, it'll be easier to find them. Okay, so let's get this guy out here. So at the bottom, we have all the branding like you're used to, and it says Grogu. Oh, he's so cute. Look at this guy. Here, let me roll this backwards. This one seems a little bit more wrinkly, crumpled, I guess. I don't know. So I just roll it backwards like this, and it'll help it lay flat. Ooh, so nice. Okay, so you can see a lot of the background here is going to be color blocking. Yeah, there's like some funny creases in this canvas. Now that usually just happens because the way that the plastic cover sheet is applied, there's these little like bubbles. So what I do is I will just lift this off and then nicely try to put it down. Or if you have, what I prefer to use is, sorry about the bumps, is one of these guys. And just slowly roll it over to help get rid of any air bubbles. That way it's not catching the seams on that, but you can still see there's that crease there. Interesting. Okay, so in a really crazy crease right there. Oh, that's interesting. It's like the cover sheet's a little damaged. So we got a lot of color blocking in the back, which means it'll go fast. It's a round kit, so there's that. And then here's our little guy, and he's outreaching his hand, and there's like a little object there, and he's just sitting in front of this serene, like, mountain water lake scene. How can you not love this guy? He's so cute. All right, 68 colors. So let's look for our specials. So that AB 5200 is the white and is in so many kits. It's just the white with the little dot symbol. So we're looking at like these. This is all that white AB. We got a little bit of white AB in the water. Got a little bit of white AB here in the object and around his face. Really kind of highlighting that, and here in his forehead crease. And then we've got a little bit of it like down here and a little bit like here. Let's see, in the sky. Above the mountains. So like this right here, these, and this little corner right here, that is all that white AB. As far as the rest of the specials, they're all going to be fairy dust, which I am not complaining about. We've got these symbols right here, this L, the plus, the 2 dots, and the Y. So let's see. I'm going to start looking in the background first. I'm not seeing any. I'm not seeing any. I mean, I'm not surprised if it's mostly in the character because, let's see. Oh, the Y. The Y was one, right? Okay, so this sort of yellow, and it goes on his ears a little bit here. It's not this, it's not that. It's just a little bit here, a little bit in his wrinkles, around his eyes a little bit, up on his ear, and then this like rock down here that's kind of getting shined on. And then we have it a little bit down here. Like this is some Y here, there. And then on the other side, I don't see it. So the other place that we have some specials is the plus sign, the L, and the 2 green dots. So looking, plus sign, the L. Okay, so the L, we've got that. Can you see that right there? No. Okay. So we've got it like right here. It's sort of this beigey color, so we can beigey pink. So it's kind of spattered throughout here. And then a little bit like here and there at the bottom you can see. Now this is what we would call line blocking. If you don't know what that is, okay, it's where it's a big long line of color. It's not color blocking because it's just like basically a line. I'm looking for the plus and the L. Oh, okay, so here's some more plus. Didn't I talk about the plus yet? Some of the plus is up here. It's sort of like a yellowy color. Okay. And then the 2 green dots. They're like a darker green. Why am I having such a hard time picking it out on this canvas? Where in the world? Let me zoom you out a little bit here. I'm having the darnest time. Oh my god. Okay, the 2 green dots, the specials, that's this color right here. So actually it's everywhere throughout the mountains. It's here, it's all through here. That's gonna be really pretty. It's also here along his face, and then back up in here. It's like this sort of like army green that's kind of going throughout that whole situation. So that's where that mostly is. I don't see any of that in the bottom really because it's just that green. So yeah, I think I went through all the specials on this guy. So yeah, not a ton on our little guy here. Oh, there's a little bit on his hand over here, that green, but kind of in his face. So that'll be really cute. So that is Grogu. Alrighty, so next I'm going to share with you the Rebellion, a square kit. This one reminded me of a lot of like classic Star Wars artwork I've seen, and I swear there's a one of the movies has this sort of image. Sorry about the squeaking here. The box opens differently than some of the other kits. I'm not sure what makes them decide some of these boxes are going to open this way and some are going to open the more traditional way, but I digress. So, once again, we had a kit with droids in it. So, also, it's just really cool. Okay, so there's this toolkit we know about. Here's our kit. Here's our thank you pamphlet. Let's just take a look here and see what we got. It looks like another bronze. Yep, we got another bronze card, which is a-okay with me. Let's see. Then we've got the Rebellion, our branding. Usually the artist name would be here, but it's the branding. This one's only got 38 colors. Okay, so that's not a ton. We've got a lot of, let's see, fairy dust. 1, 2, 3 fairy dust. A Y color. An L color, a K color, and an AB. What do we got? Like every special drill in here? Except for the, what do they call those? The matte color, the frosted drills, which start with an M, by the way. That is really cool. Okay, so then we've got our original artwork. So yeah, if you know what movie poster this is from or evokes the feeling from for you, let me know in the comments. So this one is called the Rebellion. Yeah, so a few, maybe a month or so ago, they released these movie style panels and they were really cool. But I kept thinking, there was one in particular that I enjoyed, and I just kept thinking, I wonder what else they're gonna pull out. So I was really excited to see this, and we have a lot of 310, yay, because I love 310, so that doesn't bother me. Ooh, look, we got like a purple AB. That's gonna be really pretty. I've not worked with a purple AB yet. I see some glimmer drills, like this white glimmer. So I know that there have been some people who have unboxed this a little bit more thoroughly because that's kind of like they're sponsored to do that or whatever. I'm not. So if you want to see more details about, you know, opening up the drills and going through and really showing those on those ones, feel free to go look for these canvases. So I'm just kind of, oh, this is so cool. Okay, so the face, very pixelated, but even in the original image, you'll see they're not meant to be super detailed faces. They're actually pretty basic faces. It's just the overall feeling. And then look at C-3PO, the way he's standing there. And of course we have R2 and Leia's whole situation there is pretty cool. And then we got the Vader face. I love this image. I love this image. And then the Death Star in the backgrounds and the X-Wings. So this is cool. So you will see a lot of color blocking. So this will go fast. That is, yep, that's all 310 back there. I love 310, so I'm okay with that. I know some people aren't. Now, as far as our specials, we've got the AB, the white AB that we're all used to seeing, and it's all this. Let me see if I can back you up a little bit. It's this whole situation here. It's Vader's helmet. It's the outline of the Death Star. It's the X-Wings. It's their trail. Wait, did I get that right? No. Oops. Nope. I did that wrong. That is not what that is. That's the plus symbol. Wow, my eyes. Wait a second. Sorry guys, that's not AB. That's the white fairy dust. That's the white fairy dust. So that is a special, but it's not the AB. It's the fairy dust. Which is even cooler, because that whole line is fairy dust. Surprisingly, it's not on Leia. It's a little bit on R2 down here in some of his lines, and it's a little bit in C-3PO's like eyes and stuff, but it's not on her. So this is the ecru color, like an off-white for her. And then she's got like this sort of grayish color. So her white is not any of the specials. Let's see. So that's that. The U is another blue fairy dust. And in terms of where that is, it's on R2 right here. So that more lighter blue. That's the blue fairy dust, and it's in a couple areas like here and here. Nope, not there, just kidding. My eyes are crossing. Not in Vader either. Not in his, just in R2. Okay, and then we've got the another fairy dust, which is a darker blue, which is like sort of the TP symbol. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to call that. Please give me a better name for that one. It's this one. That one, I feel like I saw a lot of that somewhere. Maybe not. Wow, no, my eyes are just crossing. It's a little bit on R2 again. So it's the darker blue. But that's it. That's all I see there. And then the next special is the Y198, which is just a white square with 98. Oh, that's right. That's why I couldn't remember, because these are the chunkies. See that? That'll take up 4 of those squares, and they're usually crystals. I had some of those in a Disney Christmas kit last year. They were a lot of fun. And they're just big. You know what they are? I just came up with another acronym for them. They are BADs. They're bads. They are big drills. They're bads. They bads. But good, you know, but they're bads. They're big drills. Okay. And then we've got a red, which is like the end of a, looks like an arrow feather. And wait, what is that one going to be? That one's going to be an L drill. So like another like crystal-y. Is it in where we would expect it to be? In the eyes of Vader? Nope. Where else do we have like a red on this L3801? Like, wait a sec, where else do we have this? Right here. That's it, guys. That's only where that one is. K44. As you can guess, it's all through C-3PO. So that's like a metallic gold. It's like clear, crystal-y, but then the back of the drill is like gold shimmer. So it's here. And whoop, it is nowhere else. Okay. So where is our next special? And then the white AB. And then a blue AB. So the white AB is just a little bit here. Like it's this symbol. So this plus symbol, that was the fairy dust. This is the AB. So for that AB, you're gonna see that one just dotted throughout, like the sky, like it would be stars. So that's pretty cool. And then the blue AB is going to be, what do they call that? This symbol, the less than symbol, I think. Guess it depends on which way you're pointing. I was surprised because I really thought this blue star would be a special. Like a fairy dust would be really cool because that's Vader, you know, but maybe that would have made it too much. I don't know. Okay, so that AB is going to be here in the Death Star. Here, 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 here. So it's really going to draw your attention here. So that's pretty cool. All right. Yep. So those are the specials for this one. And now we're going to look at the next one, which is the dark side. Hey guys, last but certainly not least, we have the dark side. So if you've made it through this video with me so far, thank you for sticking around. If you're skipping around to just see what you're interested in, that's cool too. Okay, so like all the rest, the box opens from the side. This image is exactly what I was hoping for. I love these guys, the AT-ATs. They're, you know, the war machines. They're not really droids, but I don't know. They're like dogs. They look like dogs, so I love them. Again, we got this toolkit. So they've just always been endearing to me. Little dogs of death. All right, let's see. All right, well, we're 4 for 4 on bronze. That's just how my luck goes. I've never gotten a black card. I was kind of hoping I might, but, you know, not so much. That's my luck. Only 25 colors in this one. And we've got 2 of those Y drills and 3 fairy dust. So no ABs in this one. That image, epic. All right. So, besides droids, I mean, I'm excited about all of them because I love all these images. Besides droids, this was the one I was most excited about. All right, so let's see. And there was one that was released. I think it was Empire Strikes Back. Was it Empire Strikes Back? Yeah, I think so. That kind of reminded me of this one a little bit, but it didn't quite hit the mark for me. So I'm really glad that they released this one. All right, so here we got our canvas. Our drills. This is a round. Yeah, so we got a lot of that. Red. Oh, that's cool. So much red. All right, because we've got a very red-centric canvas. Duh. All right, so let me see, actually. I'm curious about the size of this one. Now, this one is 22 by 33 inches. Sweet, which is the same size as the Rebellion. So if you're getting these two to kind of like go with each other, it would be perfect. Also, these are a good like poster size. So I imagine we could probably find frames for these ones okay, although they're a little bit not as wide, but that's what mats are for. Okay, so look at that, the TIE fighter behind him. That is so cool. Oh my god. I love this. Oh, this is so cool. Okay. So we only have 25 colors, so this one should work up fast. We have 2 Ys and 3 Zs, which are fairy dust and electros, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but again, I'm not going to go through all the drills and unpack all of them. So there is a ton of blocking on this canvas. It should be relatively easy to find these special drills. So let's just do this. So the first one we have is the letter U. That is a like very, very light gray fairy dust. And that is all in our stormtroopers here in their arms. It's not the whitest color here, which is like 3865. So that is not the AB. It usually is reserved for the 5200 AB, but it's not in this one. So all like bilaterally here. I'm so sorry, the Ys. I said those were the electros. Those are, again, these big squares. These are the bads. The big drills. Okay? Drills. So those are cool. So that's basically what that is. And then another fairy dust we have is, so I'm just going to look at the bottom half first and then go back up to the front half. Another fairy dust, we got like that half moon symbol, Z498 and a Z814. One is 814, it's a darker red. And it's got it's like the little like corner piece, and the little bit lighter red is this one right here. So you can kind of see, no you can't, you can kind of see this here. Where else is that? So you can see that right there. That's the, I don't know, I call it the half moon or sunset over the hill, or what one do you prefer? Oh, cool. And it's also the lighter color red in the highlight of like the troopers' helmets. Oh, and then this is the darker fairy dust, that darker red there. So it's like all in their helmets. It's like here in that little lighter red. So the fairy dust, darker, lighter, darker, lighter. That's pretty cool. And then it's a little bit like here. And so this is like a symmetrical canvas, so it's going to be here too. And these guys, that dark red, that's all the fairy dust. And then these are those BAD drills that take up 4 spaces. Big ass drills. That's what those are. So, Oh, and then the U drill again. The whole shit pretty much is a fairy dust. That's cool. That gray fairy dust, that's gonna look really cool. If it was AB, it would be kind of insane and not look so great. Because it's not an AB, it's a fairy dust, it's just gonna give it a really cool effect, guys. Okay, so now we have a lot more of that dark red fairy dust up here. These TIE fighters over here on Vader's shoulders, let me see if I can get you down a little bit. These TIE fighters in his shoulders, okay, those are all fairy dust. And you can see a lot of color blocking here, but you can see that fairy dust. So those fighters are fairy dust, and then we got a little square of it here. And then over here in these TIE fighters, we've got more of that darker red fairy dust. And on this one, on Vader, because I want to know on his face. Okay, his eyes. That's cool. They did it. They didn't do it on the other one, on the Rebellion, but they did it on this one. His eyes are that lighter red fairy dust. That's going to be so cool. And then this, like maybe this is his personal TIE fighter. This one in the back, like this is fairy dust, the lighter red in here, and then it's got the darker red, just the very tippy top of that. And then this is the fairy dust, and this is the fairy dust. So 94 and 98, those are the bads. And I'm only seeing the bads in here sprinkled throughout. So that is the dark side. So let me know how you guys liked this video. Let me know if you guys are Star Wars fans. If you were like, oh great, it's another release, I don't have to worry about, you know, my wallet, or not. I did pick these up on discount, as well as I had coupon rewards to use, so I highly recommend signing up in their Facebook group. They always post the sales, and also if you purchase through their main website and their app, you accumulate points, and it's really easy to accumulate those points. And they always have a discount group code for people who are in the Facebook VIP group. So yeah, I got these easier that way. It's definitely nice to be able to cash in your points and then not spend a dime. So especially when you're on a low buy like I am. And you are really into a new release. So anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. If you want to come back for more mostly diamond painting videos, that's what I'm doing. Feel free to subscribe and let me know in the comments what you like to see. If you're a Star Wars fan, if any of these caught your eye, or if you're going to keep your eye on them and just kind of enjoy them through someone else. So let me know. And you guys have a good one, and I'll see you around next time. Bye.